Hello, my friends, it's Cree Rama, and thank you for stopping by today to Create with Cree. So today I'm continuing to have some fun with these Halloween prompts, and I will be working on number 1 and number 3 today. So number 1 is the haunted house, and I skipped that at first and I went right to number 2, but I am using these houses that are from House Whimsy, and I had the idea I want to just do a journal card this time, and I thought I will make this into a pocket to slide another little journaling card inside of it, if that makes sense. So you could either glue this down onto a page and then you would have your little journaling spot come out. So I have these ghosts and I want to have them coming out of the windows. So I've got 2 of these, and these are also in Junk Journal Divas. We've got lots of free printables available, so you can have some fun stuff to play with to participate. And then I'm also using my little monsters. I haven't played with them yet, and I had to bring them in somewhere because they're so cute. And they just make me laugh every time I see them. So of course we got to add some bats here. And you guys, if you like my little monsters, I do have those, a digital kit also available in my shop. My Etsy shop is always at the top of the video description. So I haven't done digitals until recently, so I've been having a lot of fun with that, with my paper dolls, and just had to share them. So I'm going to bend it there. You can see how I bent it so I could kind of ink up that window and slide the ghost in there so it looks like he's coming out of the window. And I like this idea. This is looking cute. And then we'll just go ahead and glue down that little piece on the back so it doesn't stick up, because this will be a pocket, so I don't want to have anything sticking out. And so I can go ahead and just glue down my monsters. I just love these little guys. There's something about playing with the glasses that it just cracks me up. And I used some of my, the glasses and parts of the faces to put on pumpkins. So that's what I'm using here. I thought those would make cute little additions. And now I'm going to do the same thing for my other journal card, making the little, cutting that little area so that I can slide my ghost in. I was just trying to figure out how to slide my ghost in, where I should put it, because it's going the other direction. So this is number 1, again, number 1 of the 12 days of Halloween. And I did number 2 in the last video. And after this, I am going to do, in this video, I'm going to go right into doing number 3. So I'll have the first 3 done. And if you decide to participate and play along with me here and post anything, please tag me. I love to see all of the different interpretations and creations that people do. That's one of the most fun parts of this little creative community. It's so much fun to see everybody's take on things and just adding their own style to the same project. So now I'm using this paper. I'm trying really hard to use the stuff I already have printed. So I want to back these. So I'm putting the little thumb notch in. And then I'm going to glue the 3 sides down to this black cardstock and cut them out. So that will create my pocket. And then I'm going to just make a little journal card to slide in there. And I thought, poking out of the thumb hole, I'm going to put another ghost. So here's a look at our little journal card pockets. And now I am going to go right into doing number 3, which is Witch's Brew. So I'm using a bunch of pieces that are from House Whimsy printables, and I'm using one of my paper dolls. So she will be the witch in the background. And I'm trying to cut around those handles, but it wasn't working out so well, so I ended up just cutting them off. And now I'm just using cereal boxes. I love using food packaging for my tag bases, and I just want to back them with some grungy tea-dyed paper and ink those up. So this is going to be the back of my tag. And I'm just adding some ink to the front of my tag. This is an oxide, and then I'm spraying it with some an ink refill with a little bit of water that I put into a spray bottle. So I just wanted to get a little bit of a background. Then I can add my moon. And of course, I've got to put a bat on the moon. And I'm just playing around with all the different elements that I have here. I definitely want to use the cauldron, and I want to have something coming up out of it. And then I'll have the witch in the background. And I have a couple of other little pieces. I don't know what I'll use. I have a spell book. I have some bottles. So I'm going to cut these out. But I might use the bottles because on the bottles I typed Witch's Brew. So, and that's the name of this day for the prompt. And then I'm going to try this ribbon that I have to kind of go coming out of the cauldron. So let's put the background down. And this is one of my papers, the green spider web. That is some of the papers that I did in one of my previous videos where I used the texture paste and I covered it with embossing glaze. So those papers are a lot of fun. I just like those bright pops of color. So this ribbon stuff, this is working out pretty good, but it's hard to get it to stay where I want it. So I have to just add some pieces, and then I'm taping it in the back and then adding some more pieces. So it just kind of looks like something magical that's in the cauldron. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my witch down, and then I will put the cauldron in front of her. So this was pretty easy and fun, coming together very well. Now, one thing, if you do the embossing glaze, like here I'm putting the cauldron on top of that part, you've got to hold it usually for a little bit because it takes a minute for it to stick because the embossing glaze has that waxy kind of coating. So I'm going to put my sentiment on here and do my sewing, add some little ribbons at the top. And you can see I used orange thread, so that looks kind of cool. Put a grommet in here, some ribbon, and then we will be done with this one also. So here's a look at my final tag. And I'm also going to put up one more time the 12 days of Halloween, so you can screenshot it if you would like to join me.